Hello, this is Kate, and this is game 2 for Boston in the competitive league that I play in. Tonight we are playing the blue team, who were known as the Scorpions. And I was unfortunate enough to take a shot right to the side of the knee in the middle of warm-ups. It definitely stung, and it started a season-long saga of that particular player always managing, she would tell herself she wouldn't take warm-up shots, and then every time she'd take one, it would go off my mask, or something dumb would happen every time. It was hilarious. And the rare wobbly post tap. Not the player I'd want to have a free shot on net, but I forced her wide. Got a piece of that one, sent it off to the corner. And got just a piece of that one as well. Learned my lesson, and I'm mostly squaring up properly in this game so far. I feel like this is one habit that has slipped from me lately. In recent games, I have this tendency to just sort of throw my legs at backdoor passes, especially on that side, and it's getting really frustrating. And I definitely want to get back to playing those shots like this. Yes, let's just sail off into the goal. Apparently this is how I repay myself for compliments. Nice stretch save here, and an excellent clear by my defender. Definitely had the potential to be a dangerous rebound. Nice collapse on that shot. Always a bit of a miracle when I manage to stay on my feet for the high shots. It definitely makes them easier to deal with. It's really hard to fight that tendency to go down the second the puck is released. It's amazing how you can just feel that you have trapped the puck between your pad and the ice. It's definitely a sign that you're just quick enough, but maybe you should think about being just a little bit quicker. This goal is just the classic example of a breakaway where the player takes the puck to the side, you open up the 5-hole, and I was not covering the gap with my stick properly, and it just made it through. It's tough. It was just fast. You have to open that up to follow them, but definitely need to be quicker about closing it back up again. Managed to stay on my feet for another high shot, which is nice. A bit too close to my body to get it in the glove, but kept it out, and that is there for any potential follow-up shots. Blue definitely had a strong team this season. Really nice save and rebound off to the corner. I was glad I noticed the danger quickly enough to get over there and make the follow-up save. It was a very nice one as well. They've definitely kept the pressure up with less than a minute to go in this first period. And that is the end of the first period. Thank goodness. Need to catch my breath. Probably cut a bunch out, but they basically spent the entire last minute in our zone. Nice first save on the breakaway here. I definitely should have pushed hard to the post instead of just reaching with my glove. Luckily, the angle was really sharp, and she put it through the crease instead of scoring. Even though there was no shot here, I left this in because this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. Lately, I've been doing this a lot on backdoor passes, and it annoys the crap out of me. It's definitely way better to be able to get your whole body over. You're covering a lot more of the net, and it's not just sort of this desperation, please hit my pads. And, most of the time they don't. Nice solid save here. Didn't let myself shrink back, and I kept my angle proper. This goal, she's caught me moving against the grain. I was definitely moving a lot more than I needed to on this play. I could have stayed where I was and kept my feet planted, and I would have been in a better place to try and make the save. Instead, I was letting myself sway back and forth way too much, and as I put the weight on one foot, she shot in the opposite direction, and I just could not respond to it at all. Good to get a hold of the puck here. My depth was not great, and I did try and fix it a little bit, but definitely could have been better. I take a bit to react to this breakaway because when the puck bobbled up, I completely lost it in her body and I wasn't sure where it was until it came back down to the ice. And it was like, surprise, breakaway. Bounced on this one relatively quickly, but didn't feel in too much danger here. And my lovely center throwing out a very nice compliment that I probably did not hear at all in the moment. And that is the end of the second period. This was definitely questionable, but I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. On the shot itself, I definitely came over poorly. I think I easily could have made this save if I had my upper body more upright instead of sort of in the middle of falling forward. And that's why the puck was able to get sort of over my arm and my blocker. Lucky for me, my foot kicked the horrible pegs right off, and that was enough to get the goal called off. And, they're already winning, so they didn't complain very much. So it was just really a lucky break for me, honestly. These shots always end up being really tricky for me, and I'm always kind of lucky I make this save. I do know in my head every time I let this happen that I'm dealing with the shot completely wrong. If I just stay at the post, stay square with the shot, and drop straight down to the ice, it's going to be a much easier save than sort of sliding my whole body across the crease and trying to get my stick on it. Like, I don't know why it's my instinct to do this, and it's definitely something I'm working on trying to stop. Because every once in a while, I miss the puck completely with my stick, and it just ends up going 5-hole, and it's like super obnoxious. Very nice shot block here, and very ugly recovery on my part. I definitely need to learn to respond to surprising events with a bit more grace and less dramatics. Again, I made this save here and I was able to contain the follow-ups as well, but this tendency to sort of fall away from the posts is not ideal. It's hard to cover up rebounds when you're having to reach so far for something you should have been just right on top of. Oh, that was slow enough that I should not have let that get through with my stick, and I should definitely have gotten on my feet faster than I did. Although I know that there were a lot of up and downs in this game, including a lot of them that I cut out, so that was probably just me being a little bit tired and delaying it as long as possible. And that snag was definitely a case of, I just needed to catch my breath now. Terrible pegs, but a good job of getting the initial save and then getting over and getting all of the follow-up ones. Would have been nice to control the puck at the end there, though, or at any point in the middle of that whole flurry of shots. A very nice save, followed by a little bit of good luck. And that is the end of Game 2 for Boston. Unfortunately, this one ended in a 2-0 loss for us. The blue team this season was a very strong team, so it was just a bit too much for us to handle this game. The 2 goals that did get in, they were just like well-placed shots that I just was not able to deal with in the moment. But overall, I think I did a pretty decent job in this game. I faced a lot of shots, and my save percentage at least was quite good. Managed to make a few stops that maybe shouldn't have, and I was luckily saved with that 1 goal being called off, which was very nice. I wasn't as lucky with the kicked in goal from the previous week. But anyways, the next video on the channel will be the opening game for the rec league that I play in. But for now, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.